sometimes, despite our best intentions about everything, things happen outside of our control. Things happen that we could really view as being a massive challenge or a reason to be really super upset. And when things like this happen, if we listen within and go deep with the perfection that exists, that there's the surface of how we think it's supposed to show up and how we've engineered it to show up and how it's not showing up. But underneath all of that is the perfect presence of being. And so no matter what happens, so let's say, you walk into a situation and nothing is the way that you had wanted it, thought about it, expected it, or even desired it on any level. This is an opportunity. Everything that happens that's a surprise to you, everything that happens that is challenging what it is that you believe you're in it for, it's an opportunity. And it's an opportunity to go so deep into the midst of this experience, no matter what it is. You can go so deep into it that you find that you no longer have a need for things to be a certain way anymore, because you see that you can live from this other perspective. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I had this amazing filmmaker come to my house, and we planned 6 days together to do all of this filming, right? The filming that we're doing right now. And we had this big plan for how we were going to do it and how, we were helping each other and doing all these wonderful things together to co-create all these beautiful ideas that we have and that we share. And as soon as he arrived, I proceeded to get deathly ill and stay in bed for 5 of the 6 days. Thinking I'm going to die, right? I'm sick. I was very, 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 very sick. You can still hear it in my voice. I am fabulous now, let me tell you. But I laid there. The first couple of days, I resisted. I was angry. I was upset. I felt like I had engineered a problem somehow that was unconscious and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? All that's your mind. Your mind says, well, you were thinking such and therefore blah, blah, blah. Sometimes the universe uses the most perfect opportunities to fundamentally transform you. And I can say this because I just went through it and I absolutely know what I'm talking about. This was an astronomical challenge for me to lay in bed and to feel so deathly ill that the first 2 days I resisted it. I was strongly resisting and upset about it. And then I started settling into it and recognized that there was a purpose for this, that this was huge. There must be a huge purpose for this. This is excruciating. It must be a huge opportunity. And that's exactly what it turned out to be. This morning when I got up for the first time, really, and was able to stand up and walk around and vacuum and clean and be alive again, I took a shower, and in the shower, all I kept saying was, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you for this opportunity, because you know what I realized is that I had unconsciously engineered staying small, staying stuck, staying hidden at the end of the road, working with people only at a distance around the world. And that's over now. That girl while parts of her still exist, she's gone. There's a new potential now. And I see the light of the opportunity of this situation. And I am eternally grateful for this experience, to recognize how I was keeping myself small and what I was not allowing in my own life as far as connection and belonging and feeling that I'm making a difference in the world and that I can continue to expand that. I was holding on to being small and alone. And so whenever we have a challenge and a situation flops itself into an opposite perspective that we could have never, ever even imagined, there is such a rich jewel and a gift at the center of that experience that can fundamentally and radically alter the rest of your life. So say yes to it, okay? The next time something goes south, tanks, bad, don't fall into the perception that you did something wrong or that anything is wrong. I promise it's perfect. Even if it's scary as hell, even if it's really painful, there's something more profound through going through this experience. And it's the only way, because I guarantee you the universe uses the easiest way, the path of least resistance, to open you to expansion, because you are here to expand love. That's why you're here. Remember who you are, expand love. You have nothing to learn. You didn't do anything wrong. You are fundamentally worthy and deserving of everything that you desire. And I'm here to tell you this personal story that really rocked my world so that I could convey this to you in a very clear, right here between our two hearts, sharing this together.